marker, and then you clap it.
Okay. FEP PHS Thriller, Scene 5, Shot 1, Take 1, Marker.
Once you graduate to this level of language, you don't go back.
We think of Hollywood as being where films are, but there's so much here. Like we can do it here. We should do it here.
I believe art is 100% essential. Our world will be black and white and gray without it. If we teach our kids creativity and art, it will benefit the community in the long run.
If we're pushing students more towards this filmmaking industry, gives them the idea that they can pursue this. And because that is our goal, we're really trying to instill that factor into the students that this is a viable career.
The Film Exposure Program is this cool new idea where we have students from multiple high schools get together and collaborate on a film project.
We gathered film teachers and film mentors to hang out with high school kids that are hungry and want to learn more about film.
We start them off by teaching script writing, project management, how to tell a story, and then we move on to hands-on equipment learning. We teach them shot types. It's collaborative, it's teamwork.
It's a crash course in filmmaking, and it's an exciting one.
Trying to do a handheld or something strangle is kind of crazy.
With the Film Exposure Program, our goal is really to invite the world of filmmaking and problem solving and everything that goes into the monumental task of telling a story at such a level to these young adults.
Ready says some actors. I have only 2 actors in mind. There's one actor in
has a lot of extras.
During the Film Exposure Program, I had the opportunity to take on the role of almost a producer. I showed up with food, I kind of wrangled the kids. If something was missing or whatever, I could run and take care of those things.
My best hope for any of my students is that they pursue a career in filmmaking. That's really what the FEP program is all about. It's why we're all here, and it's why I'm here.
There was a specific kid that I remember, his friends dragged him into it. He's like, yeah, I'm just here to just be a part of it. I don't really like film or anything. By the time we were done, the questions I received from him were like, how do I get involved? How do I make this a career? To see somebody come into the program and hungry to learn more about film is pretty incredible.
Director is Rosemary for this one. We're filling out the slate. I wasn't sure if I
You'll be out of the shot even like here.
You're not supposed to be. And action.
The Film Exposure Program is so tremendously important for schools in rural Colorado because of the skills that we learn. A lot of this being technical abilities and problem solving. For them to be able to do that in a safe environment is tremendous for them.
If somebody is considering doing the Film Exposure Program, they need to expect as if they were at a job. One of the biggest conversations we had is make sure we do things 110% from the beginning all the way to the end.
So our 21st century skill sets are things that look like problem solving, critical thinking, teamwork. Being a mentor at Central High School, I got to witness that firsthand.
Action.
Do that one more time.
The students really had to get creative with how they had to overcome those problems. I really saw an improvement in how faster they were thinking, how much better they were communicating, and how efficient they were. Those 21st century skills are something that you can use anywhere, not just in this program.
The skills of filmmaking can apply to so many different other industries. And it's something that both creatively has been immensely satisfying, but also at the end of the day, been able to pay my bills.
I think if we're really pushing the boundaries of what students think they can pursue as a career, this program is doing that.
Are you seeing this?
Oops.
I know. Look, it's broken.
It's broken.
But check it out. Under here, you
I think there's a lot of expectations placed on young folks without maybe the ability to play and create.
But stable, what are you talking about? There you go.
That's not level now.
Okay, so level it up.
So we have to give them tools and conditions that allow them to actually develop those skills. Because you can still show that you understand something by creating a film. You can tell a story by making a film. It's a real good educational tool. It's a really great way to show off that you have learned something.
Having knowledge of this sort of gear, it's not something a lot of kids in rural schools have access to usually. So having a program where they can use that gear and gain those skills is an advantage of getting a job later in the industry. One of my jobs was to purchase all of the equipment to launch these students on their first semester of doing film exposure. Those kits had DSLR cameras, SD cards, mics, tripods, clapboards. Those gearboxes are specifically for those film exposure students, so they go and they live at the school. And really where 970 West Studios comes in is for during the summer when they don't have access to that gear kit, they have access to our gear here. So 970 West Studios is a very unique, undiscovered gem of our community.
970 West Studio is a free resource for Mesa County residents and Mesa County Library cardholders. We offer space, equipment, software.
They can come into this space and use all of our equipment and software for free.
I think the film exposure program is starting to create that network that's going to allow us as teachers to really connect with the film professionals in the community and really start to build that network into something that hopefully can be a long-term situation where we can feed kids into a job that's kind of awesome.
What's been really special about this program is the young adults connect with each other, connect with such fantastic mentors and professionals in the community. The library has been able to connect people to a resource that they didn't know existed.
Our most recent premiere, watching a bunch of these young filmmakers get the opportunity to talk to other professionals that weren't their mentors for the program and get to ask them questions. Seeing all of the students get together and talk about the film and get excited and exchange information with each other was really inspirational to me, and I felt like, oh wow, this program's really making a difference.
So what I would hope for the future of the film exposure program, obviously I want it to grow. And we're already seeing growth, actually, after our first pilot year. We're now expanding to Montrose School District, and we've gotten interest in the Front Range as well, all within our first year of being up and running. That goes to show the success of this program, how much people see the importance and impact that film can have on communities. All of those things aside, I just want to see this program affect students in the best way possible. I want it to make students happy, and I want it to develop well-rounded adults that see film for what it really is.
We got the sun coming in. Learning how to tell a story visually makes you better at telling a story. You now know how to do it without words.
This could be the best thing that I'll ever know.
I'll get a shot of me bubbling over this. We can't even remember how it goes on.